Hello, in this video we will discuss about the neurulation after the gastrulation. So the neurulation will be occur. What is the neurulation? The neural tube formation. Neural tube later on produce brain, meninges, spinal cord and vertebral column and vertebrae and bones. For example, cranial bones. So let's begin to understand from here. This is the I am giving the cross section of the gastrulation, which that will later on convert into the neurula. So this is the gastrulation third week, which that is the yolk sac are present here, and here is the amniotic sac, which that is convert into the amniotic fluid containing blastocele containing amniotic fluid, that is the blastocele will convert into the amniotic sac, and this covered by the ectoderm, and below the ectoderm is the mesoderm. This is the mesoderm, and this is the basically produce ectoderm produce skin, hairs, nervous system, while the mesoderm produce the bones, muscle and lungs, and endoderms, which that is surrounded by the yolk sac, is basically lining of gastrointestinal tract and airways. So remember, the ectoderm later on will cover the whole body because it will develop the skin, hairs and nervous system. So that is why it whole covering of the body is due to the ectoderm. So here is, let's begin to understand, here is the head and caudal area. This is the basically is the blastocele. This blastocele amniotic fluid containing amniotic sac is covered by the ectoderm, and this is the endoderm, which that is developed later on the digestive system, and the yolk sac containing, which that is the precursor of the umbilical cord, which that developed after this clearance. So on the other hand, here is, let's begin to understand the upper cross section, upper part of the gastrula, which that will develop the neurula. So this is the endoderm, is the down, while the here is the placenta will cover, and the neural fold will be occur, and this neural fold will develop the neural plate formation, which that develop the neural tube. So this is the notochord also present, which that is the developed through a mesoderm, and mesoderm is also here, you can understand. So this is the basically here is, you can see, this is again here is the mesoderm, and this mesoderm, which that is developed the mesoderm, the bones, muscle and lungs, so pleura also. So here is the basically the cross section we will look at here, and this is the basically the look like structure, which that we will understand here. And here I am drawing the structure for understanding the neural plate formation, and this is the basically head is the cranial formation, and due to the head, and the caudal tail, which that develop the spinal cord, while the cranial develop the head develop the brain. So remember, and this is the neural plate formation due to the ectoderm folding inward, to ectoderm folding due to the cell migration, the changes of the shape of the cell will. So here is the brain and spinal cord will be developed. After this, let's cross section here of the basically is the previous here, and we will understand about the cross section to understand the, this is the basically is the gastrula will convert the neurula, how it's possible. Let's begin to understand. This is, I am drawing the cross section to show that is the mesoderm, is the black color is showing the mesoderm, and the notochord between the mesoderm, which that is produced from the mesoderm. Mesoderm is the somoid, which that develop the bones, muscle and lungs. So here is the notochord, and this is the endoderm is also present. Endoderm will separate the yolk sac, which that will develop the allantois for the nourishment, And the further on here you can see this is the basically after the third week, the 15 to 20 day. So here you can see this is the caudal tear and cranial end, which that is the neural groove formation will be occur. This neural groove is due to the folding of the ectoderm. So the folding of the ectoderm will develop the neural groove. So in this way here you can see I am drawing the bigger picture for understanding the better way. So this is the cross section area which that is showing the neural groove formation, and this neural groove is the precursor of neural tube, and the neural crust formation, which that neural crust will, after the separation of the neural tube, the neural crust will combine together to form a amniotic fluid containing amniotic sac, which that is containing amniotic fluid for the shock absorption of the baby, the fetus, and the development of the fetus due to the shape changes as well as their different types and their best environment, and the neural fold will be occur. So on the other hand, let's also we will discuss the further development of the neurulation. In this way here you can see this the anterior neuropore formation and posterior neuropore formation, and the neural tube will be developed between the anterior and posterior neuropore. So the anterior neuropore will develop for later on the brain, the cranium, as well as cerebrum hemisphere, left and right. And on the other hand, here is you can see this is the posterior neuropore is here. And let's here is the further on going to understand the and that basically the somites is surrounded by the neural tube, and in this way the somite is basically is the mesoderm part, which that is bones, muscles, development, and lung. So in this way here you can see this the brain formation. This brain is the two hemispheres, that is why it will combine together to form a brain. So that is why the two brain hemisphere will be occur. So this is the somites also present, and between the somites the spinal cord. So remember a spinal cord development. So let's begin to understand the cross sectional area. So this is the cross sectional area you can understand. So this is the development of amniotic sac after the separation, and the neural crust which that is formed, which that develop the nervous system, nerve cells, and basically the sensory ganglion. And also here you can see this is the endoderm, and is the coelom is the body cavity will be developed, and the yolk sac develop here. So in this way the yolk sac will develop. After this complete the more maturation of the fetus will convert the basically the yolk sac into the allantois, and the basically is the we will discuss here. So in this way you can understand this is the endoderm and ectoderm. The ectoderm which that is cover the whole body of the fetus, whole body of the embryo, because the whole body because it is the ectoderm will develop the skin, hairs, and nervous system. So that is why. So I hope you make sense about these things, and let's begin to understand from here. So this is the formation of ectoderm, mesoderm, and notochord formation, and in this way here is the notochord, coelom are present, and the ectoderm are also present, and this is the neural tube, and this is the somite and endoderm. So in this way here you can see this is the ectoderm is covering the whole body of the embryo, and in this way inside is the mesoderm formation, which that is develop the bones, muscles. And on the other hand the mesoderm, and in this way here is the gut formation surrounded by the endoderm, and this is the yolk sac. The allantois will be also developed, and this is the yolk sac will develop and further on going to convert the umbilical cord, and the outermost layer is known as the placenta, is the chorion, and inside is the amniotic fluid are present in the amniotic sac, in the basically the ectoderm, which that's covering the amniotic fluid as an amniotic sac. And on the other hand the ectoderm is here. This ectoderm is basically is the covering the body, and while the endoderm inside and the mesoderm is basically looking like this between the notochord. Between the neural tube. So the black color showing that is the neural tube, not notochord, but notochord is I am not drawing here, but you can understand. So thanks for watching. Please make sure to subscribe. Bye.